What's up, everybody? 1, 2, 3. This is MGC, and we got another episode of React for React, and we got a special guest today. I brought on a drummer, drum teacher as well. Introduce yourself, Sean.
What's up? I'm Sean Moriarty.
What bands are you in?
What bands? Let's see. I am in right now. We're called the Montgomerys. When you get to our social, just keep an eye out. There's going to be a name change soon. We found out there's another band with that name that's signed, so we got to figure out something else. But right now, we're the Montgomerys on Facebook and Instagram. I'm in another project called Ipso Facto, just a 2-piece, 8-string guitar and drums, kind of like Royal Blood meets Deftones meets heavier stuff. So we've been recording our first album during this whole quarantine thing. So that's been fun, giving me something to do. And yeah, I teach drums at a music shop in Santa Clarita called Impulse Music Co.
Awesome. And especially as a drummer, I'm not really familiar with the drummer for this band. So I'm looking for like a drummer's insight to what you could measure off of them just from this song alone, though. Because I'm not a drummer myself, so I can't really, I don't know really what's like really good or what's really bad or what's like, medium. So
yeah, well, you sent me a couple links before to check them out, and so I did. It's the dude is solid. He's got some showmanship elements to it. He's got that China symbol that's like way up here, and then other than that, it's he's totally just a solid rock and metal and punk type of drummer.
So his name is Ken or Ken T. or Kent. I'm not sure. It might be one of the three. I gotta find out for sure. So, and the bass player, he's like the Tony Levin of Japan, basically. His name's Ikuo, and he's actually the bass player for like 3 of my favorite bands. And the guitarist, he's actually the guitarist for both Baby Metal and 2 of my favorite bands, Far East Design and Deluhi. And like, it's like Far East Design's like Animals as Leaders with vocals, with like Morrissey on vocals, is how I describe their sound. But yeah, we're going to react to this. This is the bass player solo band, just self-named Ikuo, and this is their song Fly. What do you think of the drummer's setup?
It gives them overall performance. Yeah, he's very energetic, very solid rock and metal drummer.
And I know you're a guitarist too as well, so you have a little bit of insight of what these guys are doing. I'm a guitarist as well, for those who don't already know.
Yeah, this is you can tell there's definitely like some dance elements to it, right? The guitarist plays for Baby Metal. They have a super heavy modern sort of vintage or new metal sort of sound. All the lines blurred when you talk about that. Yeah, there's a little bit of Primus here, I think. The really laughing and talking, and it's just like Primus meets power metal meets. I guess they also in some of the other songs they have probably play some like punk and rap.
This is the best part coming up.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. cool. Yeah. There we go. Good old cat is following us down. Ikuo has a really unique approach to vocal.
Yeah, it's I call it like, it's like a crooner style, like in Japan. It's kind of what I call. It's like it's the voice kind of rests in like the natural timbre, like rather than trying to like constantly belt or like above your range or like super low. It's like really that median point though.
Yeah. And some of the other songs I listened to before this, it sounded like he was basically kind of trying to straddle the line between singing and some slightly like more guttural, throaty sort of sounds and stuff like that. Which, it works for him because you can tell there's like they sound fairly polished, like a very modern contemporary rock sound, and with some metal type of stuff thrown in there. I mean, lots and lots of chops from every single one of them. That's a power trio if I've ever heard one.
I'd say that's probably as good as like a trio gets, That's,
no kidding. Yeah, that's they're really good. I'm shocked I hadn't heard about these dudes before.
He's my favorite bass player, probably that's living currently. Right. Yeah, his Ikuo, and he's in two other bands. One of them's called Abingdon Boys School, and they're basically it's a very similar sound, just add keyboards and turntables to it, and two lead guitar players. And then he's in another band called Acid Black Cherry, Abingdon Boys School and Acid Black Cherry. And then the guitarist, his band's kind of like his other band's kind of like Animals as Leaders with they're broken up now, but his other band was like Animals as Leaders with Morrissey on lead vocals, is how I describe their sound.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. Okay. I'd love to do another react to show you that video too.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for that. That sounds like a party.
Especially because I'm really, so the main thing is because I don't know anything about their drummer, so to be able to play with those two guys that they played with so many different bands, and they're basically like very in-demand session guys in Japan. I mean, he's played with Babe Metal, the other guys, and another like audience packing bands. And I'll show you their other projects if we could do like whenever you're free to do any more of these reacts. But I think you were saying like something about like comparing them to Primus and a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's kind of that song had a part of it where there was just that sort of off the wall, like, I'm gonna make you notice the bass guitar in this. You know, the slapping and popping and stuff like that. I was like, this is like, super artsy, eccentric. Well, slightly, I would actually say slightly less eccentric from Les Claypool. But yeah, he's like the Japanese Les Claypool with great chops, but a slightly more polished voice, a little bit more commercially viable.
Yeah, and that's I think that's actually the sound T-Gom was going for, just that really like blend with like you could sing along with it, but there's still a lot of like create like insanity at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah. And I got that from seeing you guys out in P-Town.
Definitely. Thank you so much. And he's got the ProMark bass amp. I didn't notice that. I think I want to buy a ProMark amp now after seeing that in the video. I didn't know, like, this is maybe my 5th time or 6th time watching this video since I discovered it. And yeah, so this band in all, you know, more. There's another song I'll show you like on another day where he's doing finger picking, but it's like it sounds like alternate picking, but he's doing like except
Oh
like,
yeah, I got you. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Going back and forth with the string with the finger. There's bass players who can do that. Just
oh wait, hold on a second. I'm gonna queue up. I'm gonna react to your recommendation.
Cool.
And here we go. And this is my first time hearing this band. It's kind of tough to hear. This is my second time doing this, so it's kind of tough to hear like our commentary during the video unless the volume is really low.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I might have a comment or two, but like I'll save comments like mostly for the end.
Totally. Yeah. So this is your first time hearing Misery Signals, period.
Yeah, this is my first time hearing them, period.
Okay. So imagine a band that can take like a lot of the moody kind of almost atmospheric, like you can hear right now in this intro, and then kind of put it into what otherwise would be kind of a somewhat proggish, but like straight ahead heavy metalcore type of sound.
What city are they from?
They're from the Chicago area. Actually, some of the guys in this band and the guys in Fall Out Boy lived together for a while.
I've got family in Carroll Stream, Chicago, so I might look for them like the second I'm in the city.
Yeah. I think they're still in the area.
I'm gonna ask my cousins if they have any mutual friends because I have a lot of family in that area. Like It's like I'll probably check these guys out and Italian beef sandwiches. Those are and deep dish. I have my own schedule for Chicago now. I'm gonna add this to reasons to visit Chicago other than seeing my cousins get married or whatever.
Yeah.
Literal body bag.
Yep. There's a major flip coming soon.
Pork pie, drum kit.
No, he's in an Apex.
Oh, it's an Apex. LTD Eclipse. I kind of want one now. Is he using Oh, I thought he was using a Shure like 50s mic at first.
Oh, I don't know. He might be.
Here's the twist. Here's the twist.
Yeah, there's a little bit. Yeah.
Canadian coin, I think. That chord.
Yeah, you can hear it. They put in all these moody sounds, and also they're using it to build up.
destroying the evidence. I need to buy a new shovel. No, we've actually been digging in my backyard for like the last like week and a half. We're building a fountain. That's crazy.
So yeah, I think this is one of the most underrated bands in the metal world, period. They're just their use of because a lot of these dudes I think also have quite a bit of a jazz influence too. So their use of more complex chord structures and more complex melodic structures, like throughout the song, they were using the kind of moody melodic stuff they were using it as a way to build tension into the final beat down. So it's kind of other than like maybe Kill Switch and every once in a while Unearth will kind of do that as well, but it doesn't happen often. It's usually just, fast and heavy, and then, you can kind of feel the buildup coming, and then the breakdown's going to be there every time. And Misery Signals is a little bit more unpredictable.
It's that one. I like stealing like certain, or not stealing, or adopting, either or. Was it like that one thing where he was doing the chord, he's like strumming a whole chord over or underneath the breakdown. It was like like on the low end, but he was strumming a whole.
Yeah. I know which part you're talking about.
Yeah. And I think I'm gonna probably like steal that idea for like the next riff I'm gonna write. I'm gonna have that like. That's one of the great things when you have two guitars, that kind of layering that you could play with. It's so tough to do that with just like one guitar, unless I've got, I talked about this on the other video we did, is like, I'm kind of anticipating, like everybody's talking about using AI for only like either sex or killing, like either as like soldiers or sex dolls, but I want them as like backing band members. So I can do, that's like the main thing. That way it's like your whole band could just be two suitcases and they transform into like 6 armed like musicians each. So you could imagine the harmonies you could get with that.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm sure your current band members love that idea.
No, they'll be added to the band.
Oh, they'll just be added to the band. Okay.
Yeah, just add more on. We'll add more on. It'll be a whole orchestra. It's like a whole orchestra with just 2 robots.
Yeah, the first hybrid AI human orchestra.
Yeah. All you need to do is just add more sets of arms. You don't need more people. Pretty much.
That's such a strange solution to a problem. What do we need to solve this? More arms, specifically.
Yeah. It doesn't need more minds. You just give it the piece of music and like, here are all the harmonies, and bam. I don't think I even need 2 robots. It's just one with just lots of arms and then a lot of stands, and then it would just like pop up, like it folds out like a suitcase, and then it just needs like something on it to carry the instrument, and then I think you just need the instruments.
You need to find a way to make like some remote or like some mobile like nervous system that can like be connected to all these arms and stuff like that, and command them, tell them what to do.
robotic orchestra. That's like the first thing I want to do. Like if I'm a billionaire and I've got AI, that's what I want.
Elon Musk, but tolerable.
Yeah. I use my powers for different reasons.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
just for that reason only. Well, let's shoot your plug, Sean.
Yeah. So like I said originally, the band I'm in right now, we're kind of just kind of like a rock band, pretty raw garage rock sort of stuff, very similar to like the Bronx, some He Is Legend influences. There will be a name change. Yeah, there will be a name change coming up. But
I'm a big He Is Legend fan, by the way.
Yeah, actually, and because of that, it's our bass player and vocalist Max who kind of got me into them. I had always heard of them, but I never really dove into them a whole lot. And no, He Is Legend is dope. Yeah. Again, they're also
that air siren song.
In fact, we should probably do a He Is Legend one too, because they are also criminally underrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm down for that too.
Yeah. But so my band, the Montgomerys, there will be a name change in the future, but right now on Facebook and stuff, we're Montgomerys, Instagram Montgomerys LA.
I was about to say something about like was it like Montgomery, Alabama? It's like if you name your band after a country, like or a location or a city, I wonder if like
Yeah.
does the copyright like because it's the name of a nation. Like I'm pretty sure there's like other bands called Europe and Asia out there.
Well,
So
there was the rock band called Europe.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then
but no, the Max and our guitar player, one of our guitar players, Tito, they're both from the Montgomery County in Maryland.
oh okay.
So they call them the Montgomerys. But we found a band over in Britain actually that already had that name, and they're signed, and so we got to figure out something else. But we're game planning, so just keep an eye out on the socials. But right now we're under Montgomery's on Facebook and Montgomery's LA on Instagram, and
I have to look that up just to see if like it's like can you copyright if it's the name of a nation or a city. I gotta look into it. Yeah.
If you're in a different country, I bet you, at least in America, I bet you probably could, but you probably wouldn't be able to do much internationally.
Yeah, that's true. You guys are the Montgomerys in Canada. No.
Yeah, and then also my other project, Ipso Facto with a K. There will be socials coming up for that pretty soon. Right now we've been taking quarantine to work on the album because we have nothing but time on our hands. So that will be coming out shortly. It's just a 2-piece, 8-string guitar and drums.
All right, everybody, remember to subscribe on the link below. And also there's going to be links posted. This is MGC Universe for all my different projects are also on this YouTube channel as well. My debut recently as a hype man, rapper, and a turntablist. Some of those videos are on there.
Nice.
Yeah, and then my Picasso Bow videos, and of course, possibly some performances from T-Gon. There's a art gallery in Long Beach that we might do some live stream and recordings from, videos from. So, all right. And you guys, we could probably get you guys there if everybody's free.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And everybody's like obeying the rules with. I've got the most insane mask here. I've got like a scuba mask, bro.
Nice. I have a mask that kind of makes me look a little bit like a villain. It almost looks like a really sleek sort of gas mask or whatever. But I keep all my masks in my car just because I'm never gonna need it outside unless I need to go somewhere. So I just leave them in the car.
All right. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Remember to subscribe.
Yeah.